Welcome to the channel, viewers. Let's see what's going on in the world of lost AWOL women. This is the fourth part on this one. Let's see where it's up to.
So embarrassing. Always in trouble. Well, my business took me out of town because, again, I'm a face painter and a balloon artist.
Now listen, this woman's left her child behind. She's pursued this bloke 900 kilometers away. The bloke lived near her parents, so it was a calculated move. The daughter wouldn't go. Children don't want anything to do with these kind of things. His children didn't particularly like her. The daughter then had an opportunity to move with her. She wouldn't do it. She did come and visit. Now she's found a way, after she's starting to devalue this bloke within a month, for whatever reasons that I don't think jumped out in front of her. She's just had a change of tune. Now she's going to say that she had to go away for work.
Had events 900 miles away back in Florida. I make a lot of money when I go do those. You know, I might be gone a weekend and I make a lot of money, more money than he makes in a week. You know, so I work very hard, 2 or 3 days, and I make a good amount of money. So I went back. I'll fast forward to our first.
So she's gone back to recalibrate. She's gone back to reflect on what she's done. She's gone back to see where she stands with the daughter. Again, kill two birds with one stone. She's also going to make some money. A very convenient move, given that she's starting to come to her senses. She's given herself room to reflect, think, and work out what she's done. She knows what she's done. It's not whether this bloke's a narcissist or not. It's a whole series of wrong decisions.
4th of July, I'll skip Memorial Day because that was a disaster as well. That was a disaster. My cousin came to visit, and my cousin and I went on a motorcycle ride, 30-minute ride. He didn't.
Well, obviously she hasn't told him or something of that nature. The next thing, she's gone missing with the cousin. Obviously this guy's got an insecure problem. Doesn't mean he's a narcissist. It's just an insecurity problem, and he's confronted her and she hasn't liked that. There's a party going on. He's probably said to her, "Where are you now?" He's obviously become aware that the house of cards is starting to fall.
I rode motorcycles, and, he got a motorcycle ride, and we hadn't seen each other, so we went, on a little ride. I get in trouble for that.
Obviously she didn't let anybody know. Where is she? We got a party going on. Oh, she's on a ride with, why didn't she, You can see how this is all falling apart. It's not whether this guy's a narcissist or not.
Get told that I am not allowed to leave, that is not the way you host a party.
In other words, she was told she was being rude, and she didn't like it.
To me, there was a lot of people there and everybody was having a good time. I just left for 30 minutes to go on a quick ride. We come back, we eat, we socialize, but I got in trouble over that.
And I bet she didn't let anybody know. She's just taken off. And you can see it.
And reprimanded. And so that was that. But, so I had all of this. I knew that something wasn't right. This was not the life I was supposed to have. I never experienced anything like this with anybody. So then...
Yes, she has, because she's been divorced once prior to a second marriage, of which her husband drowned in a scuba diving accident. And she's gone into this she put all her eggs in one basket. She's even kicked the baby bird out of the nest, left her behind. Don't tell me this woman didn't know what she was doing and what was going on. She's been married twice. She's not ignorant.
And 4th of July came and I went out of town to go visit. Well, I had a big event, 4th of July. So I packed up my car and went. Now, mind you, I was talking to him the whole time on the phone. And I want you to know that because he couldn't control me and I would not behave, I am somebody who's very strong-headed.
Well, she's saying she's very strong-headed. Well, given the storyline so far, I'd say the opposite. I'd say she's determined. I'd say she's pretty weak-willed by her reactions to what this guy is apparently treating her like. And I'd say, right, given now that she's coming into the narrative that she's hot-headed, this is well into the devaluation stage for her towards this relationship. Now, she should be out. She should have been well and truly out. She should have been out when she realised the guy was living with his mother. How would you like it, editor, if you met a bloke and he was still living with his mother? No good. Yeah, well, she ignored that. She's left the daughter behind last year of school. Come on, and she's using this narrative as the man being a narcissist as a means of watering down her determination and lust to make this relationship work. It was never going to work.
I am. So...
No, you're not. You're not hot-headed and all that at all. You just said you're on the phone to him non-stop, blah, blah, blah. No.
Like that. He did not like that about me. He didn't realize that I was that way. I would not let him into my bank account. He didn't like that. He did not like that.
And I mentioned in the last video, men don't give a crack about ladies' bank accounts, usually. Honestly. And if he did, that's pathological. That's not narcissism. That's pathologically a whole different. That is something else. Right? It's worse than narcissism. If somebody's forcing their way into trying to get into your bank account, that's a thief. That's just someone that's going to sort of run you over.
And once I got there, I started realizing how much he was interested in my money. We'd go shopping together, go to stores, and he was always acting like a child. He wanted this, he wanted that. Like a 12-year-old kid going through the store. Oh, I want that. Oh, look at that. I'm like, dude, if you want it, buy it. You don't see me walking around telling you what I want. If I want something, I buy it.
Now, two things here. She knew he had no money at this point. She knew he had no money. She continued on with the relationship. He had no assets, no money. He was mummy's boy. That's covert emotional incest. She's taken him shopping, and she just said herself, he's acting like a child. He's made her his second mother. He's made her his second mother. All right? When I'm not with my real mum, you're my second mum. Can you buy me this? And I reckon at the start, she would have, because at the start of most relationships, the woman will over-contribute. Now, the house of cards, as I said before, is starting to fall. It's a different tune. So, what you've got to say is, we're talking in the narrative of narcissism. This guy was behaving the way he was all along, right? And the woman's eyes are starting to open and see the red flags. She's starting to respond to the red flags, and now she's devaluing the person. So who's the narcissist? Narcissism's love bomb, devaluation. She's moved up there with all the stuff and everything else. This is going to happen, that's going to happen, and now she's got a tail between her legs. Why? Because her eyes are starting to open to the whole disorder of the thing. Her daughter knew, the parents knew, the guy's daughters knew that the whole thing was out of order.
But so I was noticing that. So, sorry, I got off track. So he was noticing that this girl is not as easy of a pushover as I think she is.
So she's coming out of the love bomb stage now. I'm not going to be as convenient as I've needed to be to initiate this relationship.